We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicago Bulls have signed a new center. We're going to talk about it and break it down, but you got to hit the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Bulls Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am here to break some news for you all. The Chicago Bulls have signed new center from the Indiana Pacers, Jalen Smith. My guy's going to be coming over here to the Chicago Bulls on a 3-year, $27 million deal. That's about $9 million per. So, hey, is that the moves keep on coming? For me personally, this is a solid signing. When me and C-Dub and Steve-O were all live yesterday, we went through some names, and there was some names that we was like, no. But Jalen Smith was one of those guys. And now I'm happy that we got Jalen Smith, so we won't have to really talk too much about anybody else that don't make sense for the Chicago Bulls. But I really do believe that this makes sense a lot for the Chicago Bulls, because last season, with only playing 17 minutes per game, Jalen Smith gave the Indiana Pacers 9.9 points per game. So we're going to say 10 points. He gave them assists and 5.5 rebounds. So the guy was virtually giving you 10 and 5. Another aspect of this young fella's game that makes it very, very good, in my opinion, is his ability to shoot the three. He only shot at 2 attempts per game, but on those 2 attempts per game, he shot 42%. And he has an inside presence, 59% from the field. So overall, a really, really good signing, in my opinion. Now you add on to Nikola Vucevic, who I anticipate still will be around unless, something crazy happens. But I say that the backup center spot has improved for sure. Simply because Andre Drummond, though he was a rebounding machine, he did not provide the spacing that Jalen Smith can potentially come in and provide you with if the Bulls elect to try to change his role up a little bit more. And we shall be able to see what happens, man. I think that this right here is a really, really good signing for the Chicago Bulls. This guy's only 23 years old. So now the Chicago Bulls add on another guy with experience. The guy been in the league since 2020. This is it, and he's played with his number of teams with Philly, with Phoenix, with Indiana, and now the Chicago Bulls. So not only is he young, he comes with experience, and he comes with a versatile game, because what he's able to do offensively. Now, when we talk about defensively, that's something I honestly got to do my due diligence a little bit more with. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the times that the Chicago Bulls did play the Indiana Pacers, he was a guy that seemed like he was all right. It seemed like he can hold his own. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I understand what he can bring defensively to the Chicago Bulls. But, hey, I'm anxious to find out more. I'm anxious to see what he could potentially bring. And I'm excited for it, man. I think this is a big splash. Not a big splash, but I think it's another good move that the Chicago Bulls have made. I think so far, when we talk about the moves that the Chicago Bulls have made so far, you got to give them a solid grade. I think they still have things to do. They still have ways to go. But the addition of Josh Giddey, minus the trade, but the addition of the player, that's a win. You know what I'm saying? Getting Patrick Williams for that reasonable contract, that's a win. Allowing DeMar DeRozan to walk, that's a win. We still got to see what Zach LaVine is going to do. We still got to see what's going to happen with Nikola Vucevic. But overall, I think that the Chicago Bulls, so far, the moves have been solid. Oh, yeah, and let's add on Montrezl Buzelis to that as well. So, honestly, those moves have been solid for the Chicago Bulls, and I just can't wait to see what's next for them. You know what I'm saying? I think that right now you got to go ahead and take it for what it is. If there's some things that might come our way, we dust them off and keep on pushing. Right now, hey, let's keep it a buck. The front office placed themselves in a bad situation, but I gotta commend them for navigating this thing and doing what they can right now with what they have. So it's still to be determined on what the ultimate thing is, but overall, great signing right here. I believe it's a great signing. 3 years, $27 million contract. You get him virtually cheap. He's gonna be your backup. could eventually take over the helm if you find somebody, you know what I'm saying, to replace Nikola Vucevic. But overall, this is a good addition to have a big like this come off your bench that's able to space the floor and kind of do similar things as a Nikola Vucevic and could potentially bring you something different. But that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to break the news to you all. I'm about to go ahead and have this breakfast. Go ahead and finish this coffee. But we definitely will be back later this evening talking more Bulls basketball on live. So just be on the lookout for that. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So when we post that time that we will be going live, you will be notified and you will be able to join us and be able to talk more Bulls basketball as we continue to try to navigate what the Bulls are trying to do with this team. But thank y'all so much. That's my time. I just wanted to break the news. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.